Welcome back to the nationally syndicated Price of Business show. I'm your host, Kevin Price, talking to you about you and your business. Do want to real quickly mention our newsletter. It's called Read Instead. You can easily find it over at priceofbusiness.com. It's prominently there in the right-hand corner. It's the best articles and audios of the past week. It's one newsletter every week. We don't bore you with spam. It's the only information you get, and it's literally our best content, our 7 favorite stories of the week. And so make sure you sign up for that. Chris Kidd, who co-hosts particularly our sports and business-related and money-related segments, many of those here on the Price of Business show with me. Chris, his website is chriskidd.com. That's 2 D's for kid, Chris Kidd. He is the money man around here. We love having him on the program and his guests. By the way, he's also often over at Read Instead, so make sure, again, to check out the newsletter. Chris, always love having you on the program. Talk a little bit about what you do, and then introduce your guests. It's been a while since we've had him on, and I've been looking forward to visiting with him.
Yeah, you mentioned kind of the world I live in is sports, money, and business. I like those 3 topics. And basically, I work with people in those areas on, getting their money right, learning how to put it to work and make it work for them, and avoid a lot of pitfalls. I don't have a vested interest in the people that I coach. I don't have any specific thing that I have to steer them towards that I'm managing. I prefer people manage their own stuff, and I just teach them how to handle it. I've got a really cool guest on today. Like you said, we had him on back when we had the Super Bowl here, but it's really good to have him back. We've stayed in contact since then. We've got David Spencer, the co-CEO and founder of Talentresourcessports, and he is going to tell us about a massive event that is in the works right now that they're in the process of putting everything together. Good to have you with us, David.
Thank you both for having me. It's a pleasure being on.
Tell us a little bit about Talentresourcessports and how that came about and what you guys do there.
Sure. So our agency creates partnerships on behalf of consumer brands who want to leverage our relationship equity in the world of sports and entertainment to advance a certain brand's marketing directives. So brands come to us on an extremely regular basis, and we negotiate and execute deals for various brands, mostly in a very transactional way, probably 50 to 75 social media deals between different athletes and celebrities, ranging from micro-influencers to the Kardashians to the James Hardens of the world, where the athlete is really able to use their platform on social media and able to leverage their audience to help certain brands get some more visibility. So that's a lot of the transactional business that we do. We were founded 15 years ago in New York, and subsequently we've built our business to Boston, Chicago, London, and Los Angeles. The event in question that we do is again, going back, brands come to us to really get their product in the hands of to advance their marketing directives. So Super Bowl is one of those moments throughout the year where we really excel. People call us the quarterbacks off the field as far as events go. So brands come to us to have a seat at the Super Bowl table and get their product out there to be, or their product or brand to be part of that Super Bowl conversation. So we've been at Super Bowl for the last 15 years, and with the Super Bowl being in Los Angeles in such an important market, we've taken the past 2 years to plan what we have coming up for the next Los Angeles Super Bowl in February.
Yeah. And so you've got already a team working on next year and the year after as well, I assume.
Yeah, we've secured our venues in Scottsdale, Arizona, in Phoenix, and are in negotiations for Las Vegas as well. So we go out very, very far in advance. And I think that's really one of the important factors of what we do is identify the high value real estate in any respective city that we activate in, because we're not the type of agency that traditionally activates in a nightclub or a hotel ballroom or a convention center. Any type of place that we activate has to be endemic and very unique to the city that we activate in. So there's a house that manage for large-scale events where in certain moments like these, like the Super Bowl or NBA All-Star, the house can actually become the client. So the house is called the Sheets Goldstein Residence, and it's owned by NBA superfan James Goldstein. The most famous house in Los Angeles. It was recently used. It was used in The Big Lebowski. It was used in Charlie's Angels, and it's been in a number of different commercials and music videos. So that's one of the houses, that's one of the venues that we're activating in. And we're doing the Bloomberg Power Players Summit in partnership with Bloomberg, and really having a symposium about current events in the business of sports. So we have Aaron Andrews as one of the speakers, Baron Davis, the NBA legend, Eric Dickerson, another NFL legend. We have Amy Howe, the CEO of FanDuel. We have Jason Robbins, who is the founder of DraftKings. We have the CEO of Crypto.com, Carly Lloyd. We have Jerry Jones's daughter, who's also the executive vice president and chief brand officer of the Dallas Cowboys. We have the best of influential players in sports talking about
David,
sports.
Yeah, forgive me. We've got 2 questions down, and we're over halfway through with time. I know that both Chris and I had a lot we wanted to cover. We might have to get you back in for another segment, but I want to make sure we get as much done as we can. Chris, your next question.
Well, I know, David, the last year and this year has already, thrown a big additional challenge to what you guys already undertake. How are you guys handling COVID when you're putting on events like this?
So all of our event venues are outdoors, and it goes back to the first question. It was really like we pick venues where we're trying to be as calculated as possible. We never want to put our staff, our guests, our brand partners in harm's way. So we've projected and tried to mitigate as much risk as possible. So like I said, the first venue we have is at the Sheets Goldstein House, which is a completely indoor outdoor. And we also tap over the entire CAA facility, their global headquarters in Los Angeles. So it's a 4-acre park building that we're going to be activating the Sports Illustrated event at.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Talk about what some of the activities people usually have. How long do the events last? Kind of give us a sense of your events in particular themselves.
Well, yeah, I mean, like for the house, we'd like to go into a venue and then amortize costs across multiple events. So we have events Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at the house. With Bloomberg Summit, me and Marcus is taking over the house for Saturday, and then Sunday there's a viewing party that's being offered. All of it is being catered by a high-end eatery in Los Angeles called Craig's. And then for this Sports Illustrated event, that's an event.
Very good. Chris?
I'm curious, and you may have told me before, but your partner, Michael Heller, how did you guys meet and come together to create Talent Resources Sports? And did y'all have a prior relationship before that?
We did, yeah. We did. We've known each other since we were in grade school. He was managing Paris Hilton and Lindsay Lohan at the peak of their careers and fielding commercial opportunities for those types of celebrities. I was managing David Blaine, who is a magician, and we had a television show on ABC. My sort of career transitioned more into the sports world. I was always a lifelong Knicks fan, opportunities. So the two of us came together from the sports and celebrities and started our agency 15 years ago, and it's grown to 50 team members across the U.S.
So besides the Super Bowl, kind of give us a panoramic overview of your calendar of events.
So we're at any celebrity charged moment, we always have a presence at. So obviously Super Bowl, NBA All-Star, the Oscars, the ESPYs, the Grammys, Coachella, Fashion Week. Anytime that we know that there's that built-in audience, that is within our network, brands come to us to be able to get access and get there and get visibility and be part of that conversation. So we always become the solution for those partner brands.
Very good. Chris?
Yeah, and you do, I mean, it's not just parties and stuff, right? I mean, you do, like, even, charitable events and stuff and galas and different things. What other kind of things do you do than just an amazing party?
The event-driven the event-driven marketing is one that's important to us. It's one that is been slowed down by COVID, but now is in full swing. But again, we do a lot of social media marketing deals with various celebrities throughout the month. We also work on large-scale endorsement deals with companies like Tonal and companies like Amazon, linking them with different athletes for national marketing campaigns. So really, we're the bridge of consumer brands and celebrities. And again, we're agnostic, so we don't represent any talent. So we're able to give a brand a real-world read on who they should engage with and not be biased because we have a fiduciary duty to a certain roster of talent.
Yeah, that's good. Your obligation is to the people looking for talent. That's fantastic. So typically, is it you get a company and they're looking for a particular type of person to work with or represent them, or do you have the people who you want to represent? I know you kind of answered that a little bit in your last answer, but do you have people already in mind when you're approaching clients, brands? Talk a little bit about how that is developed.
Yeah, because we're market makers. So because we do so much transactional volume, we know what talent is looking for what types of deals and what's a good fit. We'll go back to the brand, make those recommendations, but we'll make those recommendations that are substantiated based on tangible data. So what we can do is we have proprietary software that I can go through all of social media, and I can comb through any given celebrity or athlete's audience and then identify key points in their audience to go back to the brand and show the brand, hey, this is their audience actually mirrors the target demographic of that you're trying to reach. So it's not really just I'm throwing out a couple names. We're going back and substantiating our recommendations with data that's extracted from social media, from that given influencer social media audience. So they're able to really see what certain points are rather than just saying, hey, it's really easy to let's engage with LeBron James or let's engage with Steph Curry. Well, why? We actually go through that layer and are able to give them the analytical data as to why they should engage with and why that's the right decision.
Chris, your question?
Well, I got a bit of a change up for you, David. So I know at least over this past year you're a new dad. How has that changed your life, or what's that been like? Kind of changing up your whole world probably a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's been the most fulfilling experience I've ever gone through. We're in a situation now where we're fortunate to all be very happy and healthy, and I'm definitely ready to start my next chapter in life. And it's been a very fulfilling and rewarding experience, and actually motivates me more on a day-to-day basis to get up and do the best I can, within at work and in life as a father. So it certainly brings a different dynamic and facet to day-to-day life.
Yeah, absolutely. Why don't you go ahead and give us more information on the business in terms of how we can learn more about what you do, kind of brands you're looking at, kind of give us a summary of that, plus your best website.
Yeah, I mean, our website is talentresourcessports.com. As far as brands that we can help, they're brands that are traditionally ones that are steered in the consumer product space. Anything I can get into the hand of a celebrity or get into the hand of an athlete is one that we can really help benefit by using or leveraging our relationships. So again, the Amazons of the world, car manufacturers for the events that are coming up at Super Bowl, Patron is a partner of ours. J.C. Penney is a partner of ours. C4 Energy is a partner of ours. So we're going to be able to show all of these different products at our events and really capturing content for the brands, for them to have that seat at the Super Bowl table that traditionally is taken by the Anheuser-Busch's of the world. So we're able to go to Miller Coors and help them have a seat at that table, but in a much more targeted way.
Very good. Very interesting. Chris Kidd, by the way, you can find him at chriskidd, that's KIDD.com. And Chris is spelled with a C. I doubt many people think otherwise, but there is more than one spelling. Chris, final thoughts from you.
I know that David and his team put on phenomenal events, and this Sports Illustrated Super Bowl party is going to be amazing. Are there any tickets available if anybody's trying to still go? Or I know you guys, it's a oversubscribed deal. Is there anybody out there in LA that's saying, hey, I got to check this out now? Can I still get tickets, or are they? You
can. Absolutely. You can go to sitix.com. That's SITIX.com. And they're our official partner for hospitality fulfillment. And they're the best people to go to that can help facilitate access.
Very good. Very good. Thanks, gentlemen. I'm Kevin Price. This is The Price of Business. We like to say it's the show that never ends. It continues 24/7 at priceofbusiness.com, where we're always adding new content, audio, video, articles, and more. While they're like it on Facebook, follow it at Twitter at Kevin Price Live. Stay tuned for more after this.